Are you prepping from a place of peace? Let's talk about it. Hello, friends. If we haven't met, I'm Stephanie Bandozik. I'm a Reiki healer, a storyteller, an urban homesteader, a lover of all things natural and holistic wellness. And I want to talk about the importance of prepping from a place of peace. Now, first of all, full disclosure, I am not a prepper. So if you are a prepper and you disagree with me, feel free to nicely let me know. But while I'm not a prepper, I do think it's important to be prepared. So I am gardening for the third year ever. I started my first garden 2 years ago in 2020 when I couldn't do anything else. I put my first seeds in the ground and I absolutely fell in love. And then last year, I joined my local community garden and I dug up my entire backyard to plant as much as I could. And this year, I have continued to garden in my yard, to keep active at my community garden, and to take a class called Seed to Supper by my local Cornell Cooperative Extension office, where we are learning some frugal gardening techniques. And I think it's super important to be prepared. Gardening is one of the ways that I have found that I love to be prepared, and it helps me to prep from a place of peace because being in the garden makes you feel so good and it is so peaceful and it just makes you so happy that it's something that is sustainable, it's frugal, it's great for preparedness, and it's great for your mental and emotional health as well. And I follow a lot of gardening channels and homesteading channels and prepping channels. And I've noticed that lately a lot of them are encouraging you to be prepared, but from a place of fear. So I'm even seeing a lot of people say, like, are you more worried about this happening or this happening? Are you prepping because you're really scared about X or Y or Z? Like, what do you think is the most likely to be the most terrible thing to happen? And I think it's important because everything is energy and our intentions matter. So, doing something from a place of peace, doing something from a place of love, puts a different energy and intention to it. So, I think it's really important to be prepared. So, that could mean gardening, that could mean learning some new skills like canning, dehydrating, sewing, crocheting, making rag rugs. That could mean doing some extra grocery shopping on some non perishables. So instead of buying 1 or 2 cans of beans, maybe you're buying 3 or 4. Instead of buying 1 or 2 cans of mixed vegetables, maybe you're buying 3 or 4 or 5 cans of mixed vegetables. And just keeping some extra on hand so that you know if anything were to come up, you don't have to be worried. But you're not doing it from the thought of, oh my gosh, something awful is going to happen, so I have to have this. You're doing it from a place of, when I have this extra on hand, it makes me feel more calm, more relaxed, more prepared, more peaceful about the fact that I don't have to worry. So I think that it's important whenever we're being prepared, whether it's physically prepared, mentally prepared, prepared with items or skills, we do it from a place of peace and joy and love so that we aren't putting stress into our actions. Anything that we do from our mind with willpower, with ego, is going to be harder and we're more likely to tire more easily than something we do from the heart, than something we do from love. So it's really important that we put that energy of love and peace and good energy and good vibrations into what we're doing, even and maybe even especially when we're being prepared. So I would love to know, how are you prepping if you're prepping? And how are you being really mindful to be sure that you are prepping from a place of peace? I thank you so much for joining me. I am sending you love, light, peace, blessings, and joy. Please take care of yourself and please take care of each other.